Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Hopefully, my internet doesn't die this time around. So let's go ahead and make sure everybody's all situated, nice and happy here. Make sure everything's working up to snuff. Gotta check my internet speed yet again. I've been doing it pathologically for a while now. So again, sorry about the streams dying literally all the time last night. Apparently there's like entire chunks of stuff missing because of all the constant buffering for that. I am sorry. But hopefully that won't be the issue. I've changed my VPN location. I've ran as administrator, so we'll see. Now, if only Gidget will stop messing with things. Gidget? Since I decided to let her in the room this time. All right, so just to make sure everybody is back up to speed here. First of all, let me go ahead and put this out on Twitter. Hold on. Posted. Okay, so just to recap. What's been going on is Boognice and TalkerArt had a bit of a feud. TalkerArt's apparently saying some things that Boog thinks are out of pocket. This has been a continuing issue. Shartimus allowed them on stream to hash things out, and we left off at a very interesting point in the debate. Now, I've had a couple of comments show up on my stream comment section saying that TalkerArt does dog whistle things, and I would like to see some evidence for that. I am not saying he doesn't. I am saying I literally don't know if he does. So if he does, I would like actual evidence. It'd be nice. Give me videos, timestamps, screenshots, literally anything. But let me go ahead and make sure we're at the right spot and make sure I have the speed where it should be, because I am not sitting through these adults going off at it. Okay, it's on 175. So let's go ahead and see if we can find where we left off.
Back and forth. Nobody did anything. Nobody punked nobody. I ain't raise a hand to him. He ain't raise a hand to me. It wasn't nothing like that. Let me ask you this. Are you handicapped?
Okay, this is where we left off. Where Boog was asking, like, out of nowhere, if TalkerArt was handicapped. Now, again, there have been times I've been talking to somebody and I'll stop in the middle of it, but I'll preface it with, hey, I'm not trying to be insulting. This is not a jab at you. I'm not trying to be derogatory, because I'm not towards these people. And I'll ask them, are you on the spectrum? That helped me, if they answer, depending on their answer, that'll help me identify how to speak to them. Because sometimes when somebody's on the spectrum, they don't respond well to certain tones or certain questions, or they struggle a little bit. And that's fine, right? I will read literally every super chat from all the past 3 streams at the end of it, but thank you, Real Smash Bandicoot, and the other individual who gave earlier. That's a qualifying question that you should and can ask to make sure that whoever you are communicating with, like, that the communication's good, right? To make sure there's no problem. I completely forgot to add my server for this. Give me a second here. Boop. So let's see how this absolutely breaks down into madness, I'm sure.
No.
Was there anything?
Wait, Talker. Was there anything inaccurate that Boog was saying right there that you want to comment on, though? Is there anything?
Did you feel like I was about to physically assault you, attack you in any type of way? Were you fearful?
Okay.
No. All right. I wasn't either. I wasn't.
What?
I wasn't fearful.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking that you was gonna attack me or do anything. We just had some words, right?
Same.
All right. So we got that out of the way. I just want to, again, I'm just getting the timeline. I'm just dispelling a lot of the rumors and a lot of the bullshit of I try to attack a handicapped man and I try to beat him up at Comic-Con and all this type of shit. It wasn't none of that.
I don't know where any of that came from.
Listen, I'm not saying that you said anything. Again, I'm just out here being.
Okay, so for some context here, about a handicapped man, last year, TalkerArt got into a pretty horrific accident. He does, I believe, dirt biking, and like the dude essentially became a crash test dummy for a few months, and people didn't know if he was going to make it for a while, right? So people came together, showed him a lot of support, but I think the way Boog is asking, he's obviously not asking like in a productive or kind way. It's obviously a derogatory way to ask him, are you handicapped? Are you handicapped? Well, people are saying I'm attacking a handicapped person. Okay. And yes, it has been thunderstorming here today.
Being transparent and talking about my shit and in the timeline about our interaction.
And you're not seeing any inaccuracies, Talker, with what he's saying. Like what
I
he's
was
saying.
sitting there. He said something to me first. He told me not to smile at him. We had a couple words, and that was about it. It
Correct.
wasn't. I didn't think it was a thing.
Okay, so you guys actually had your face-to-face confrontation, and it looks like you guys were both just kind of
Yeah, I was cool with it. It wasn't a big deal.
But you
Right,
made
so
okay, so
again,
that
that was
a
it
lie.
for me, for sure. You know what I mean? That was really it, because it's like, oh, this dude really still think that I'm like laughing and joking around with him after all of this time, after
How did I think that?
after all of these bad interactions and after all of this bullshit.
Now you're talking for me.
I'm talking for me.
Tell me what I think.
I'm telling you how I felt about it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So-
and you're also in a way you are kind of talking for him just right there, because you're saying that from your perception, you see Talker as thinking like all of this shit is a joke and it's still all funny to him when it's clearly not funny to you, right? That's what you're trying to get at. So I mean, in a way you are talking for him, but I think you're accurate, because Talker's been saying that all of this shit's a joke, and from everything that Talker's saying is that he's still seeing all of this shit as being very light, like nothing. Like,
I mean, to keep it 100 up until probably that point, yeah, it was all very light. I mean, it was a heated exchange, but again, I didn't feel like we was about to fight or no shit like that.
Thanks.
But up until that point, that was probably the most heated that it got, for sure. So yeah, it was light in the sense that nobody was about to punch anybody, but I didn't think it was light, because again, I've been seeing his rhetoric, seeing his obnoxious behavior, and just 5 minutes before that, it was that type of obnoxious
How do
behavior.
you see it though? Unless you're on my channel, how do you see it?
Yo, what is this about me on your channel? I don't understand.
Because you keep saying you see it, but unless you're coming to
we
me,
already established that
that
people send us clips of each other's shit,
Yeah,
or when somebody's talking about somebody else all the time.
Yeah,
we all with a fucking phone full of screenshots that people sent you when you wasn't even around for none of that shit. So
yeah, you don't have to, that part. Yeah, we're past that part, because we all have enough viewers where we can have shit sent to us. It doesn't necessarily mean that he clicked the subscribe button and hit the notification bell on your channel and all that shit. It doesn't necessarily mean that.
I saw your most recent video by somebody sending it to me. Several people sending it to me. To keep it all the way 100, my wife is the one that showed me the shit, because she was reading the comments. I'm like, I played the fucking video. So I sat there and watched the video with my wife.
Man. Now what necessarily warranted that video, Talker? Like what was the thing that put you over the edge, that you made him that
because I'm done, bro. Like I was done with YouTube, no more videos, walked away, did my last video, and then I got people sending me shit. And I'm like,
They sent you a video of me going
Boog, I'm asking him a question. I want him to answer.
Yeah, no.
And to be fair, Boog, for real, you have had more time talking in this stream.
That's right, because you know what?
Right?
I haven't been talking at all. I've been in my lane, chilling, being quiet. So yeah,
No, you haven't. You've been running your mouth this entire doggone stream. You've been talking over the freaking moderator. What do you mean you've been in your own lane? Shut it.
talk my shit. But go ahead, you're right.
So what warranted that video? Like, because I'm not going to comment on the video right now. You guys know how I feel about it. But what was the reason behind that? You're saying that you started to say that you were quitting YouTube. I want you to finish your thought, Talker.
I did my last video, washed my hands with YouTube, kind of did a signing out on my last video. And then I got people sending me shit where he's calling me a bozo and just a bunch of other comments and shit. And I'm like, dude, I can't even walk away without this dude like still commenting on me. Like, and then I say, stay in your lane. And then he literally just said, stay in your lane. You're not staying in your lane if you're calling me a bozo.
We went over the lane thing already. If you're talking
But
shit
he literally
for
just
years,
said
you have a right to get out of
go.
your lane. You have a right to get out of your lane after so much time.
Okay.
The lane thing is
I
expired.
haven't did a video in months, Shart.
Right, and neither did I. I didn't do a video on you. I called you a bozo in a post. So this whole 10-minute video of you with all of these projections and all of this bullshit, Russ,
I think that shit was too far.
Russ,
That shit was way too far. What?
Russ, you've been to my house before. In fact, you'll probably be at my house again in a couple of weeks, and you'll have the whole house to yourself because I'll be somewhere else, right? So you know me. You know how I live. You know where I work. You've been to my job. You've been to my office. All of that type of shit.
Yeah.
Talker, you know how I live. You've been to my house. You know
But it's jokes, bro.
Yo, stop with the it's joke shit. Answer the question. Do you know about my
Yeah, he does need to stop with the joke stuff. Like, just own who and what you are, Talker. Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous. It's just jokes. It's just jokes.
lifestyle? Do you know about my economic status? Do you know anything really about me?
I've been told some
That's
stuff.
quick. A
I
lot more
don't know why
spacious.
not. You can let me know if
A lot more spacious than you would think. I mean, just being honest with you.
I've been up to date on where you're at. I don't know if I'm correct or not, but you can let me know. Or actually, I don't really care, but you can still let me know if you want to. What part of my video was not correct?
What do you mean you don't care? You commented on where he lives and, like, the type of home he has. You absolutely care. This is the problem I have with a lot of people who run around saying stupid crap and then trying to say, well, it's just jokes, it's just jokes. No, dude, you do care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't have responded. That's literally how human beings operate. This is just dishonest on your end, Talker.
What was I wrong about?
You tell me what you was wrong about. Do you think you was wrong about anything? You think that was all?
Do I think you live in an apartment where you collect toys and you don't have a toy room?
Can I backtrack
I
just
think
a little
so.
bit?
You
Can I just-
You need a toy room? A specific room for them? You need that? Man, here I have been putting stuff in my office, man. I'm just silly, I guess.
backtrack. Well, I just want to backtrack on something just for a little bit here, and just for the sake of fairness, I think the expectations are a little bit one-sided here on, because Talker, you've been talking, like, you admitted to talk all kinds of shit to Boog for a very long time, and your expectations from that is for him to take things very lightly, and a lot of that shit he wasn't taking lightly, but he did stay in his own lane for a long period of time. Just by looking at this, him calling you a bozo in a comment post compared to that video that
But why is he calling me a bozo?
it just to me it's a bad look for you, because it makes it look like, oh, I can dish it out for years, and then on that one bozo comment that inspired a whole 10-minute hater video. It makes you look super sensitive.
Yeah,
Because
the video was a little extreme, Sean. You're absolutely right. When I did it, I thought it was funny. Was it a little extreme? Did I take it a little too far? Yeah, probably did.
This is where you would offer an apology if that's the case, then, Talker. So, is that going to happen? I don't know.
I forgot one other thing before we get back on this.
I mean, honestly,
after
do you want to apologize to Boog for
hold
posting
on,
that video?
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I just want to get the timeline right. After the whole Dan video situation, I forgot that you had sent me a message on Instagram, and this was our first time interacting on Instagram. You said, "Yeah, we definitely come from a different place. I just figured if you were going to be reposting my videos and talking about me, you could do it when I was around. I mean, you were the guy that told me that you stay in."
Okay, in truth, I do have like kind of a dedicated room for a lot of my Transformers, but they're all like in Tupperware containers because I need to get decent shelving for them. The wife and I are trying to figure out what to do exactly with that room. So I guess I kind of do, but not in the way Talker is talking about, I don't think.
Your own lane. Repost my videos kind of seems like you're in my lane. You know, he said all of this already on here.
How's it going, Jeff? Glad to see you here. Wanted to let you know I let Gidget in the room because I figured you might show up, and I don't want her meowing at the door to stress your dog.
Yeah, but again, I'm just getting the timeline of our interactions down. It's in stone here on the stream. He said, "Can I ask you a personal question? I've always wondered. It seems like you're extremely educated. What you do for work? You don't have to answer. Either way, nothing would love for you, Boog. I guess we're supposed to say nothing but love for you, Boog. So this is hold on. This is again his backhanded kind of compliment, funny shit. What that says to me, again, it's another little dog whistle. You're pretty smart for a black dude. What do you do for work? That's what that is. And you know what it also is in terms of asking me what I do for work? It's him fishing.
I'm sorry, what? So was it put out like him saying you're pretty smart for a black dude, or was he literally just asking what you do for a living? Because if it was the former, not the latter, then yeah, that's a problem.
And reaching to try to see if his situation is better than my situation in some type of way, so he could use that for ammunition somewhere down the line.
You will find
fast forward to
you just keep talking, dude.
Fast forward to this video the other day where he's talking about how I live, where I work, and trying to compare the situations and acting like he's some rich motherfucker and I'm some poor motherfucker taking the train and I live in a studio apartment and all of this bullshit. All lies, all innuendo. You don't know me. You don't know how I live. That's bullshit. Right or wrong?
It is all bullshit.
All right. So beyond that, which I know is bullshit. Again, you sat there, you lied for 10 minutes straight. Before this, I said, you know what, this dude seemed like he's just a pathological liar. And I had this conversation with Russ before, whatever the case may be. I'm like, this dude just be lying about all types of shit, I think.
Lying.
Once you did that video, I was like, all right, this dude is definitely a pathological liar. He's just full of bluster and bullshit, or whatever the case may be. The shit that really got me in a mode where it's just like I just want to like fold you in half is all of this dick sucking and you sucking dick and all of this dick and
all this dickin'. Okay, so there's this viral video of a dude really super ultra mega butt mad who ran up to his dude's car and starts punching the window, and people have taken that and matched beats per second with different songs. Somebody needs to do that with Boog saying dickin', and just turn it into like a rave beat, a DJ rave beat. All you had to say, Boog, is, why do you keep making assertions that I'm sucking people's dick? Why would you make that assumption? That's gross, and I'm not comfortable with that. Like, that's all you really got to say. You don't have to go dick. Dick. I mean, come on, man. You turned yourself into a meme on that one.
it's running down your chin and all
You can find it at Russ Toy Reviews. There's the link.
this wild shit. That in itself is some homophobic shit, man. If you don't understand that.
I don't understand it.
There are men.
Wait, hold on. It's a derogatory, but I wouldn't inherently say it's homophobic to say somebody's a dick sucker. I guess it depends on how you use it, like a lot of things are. Like if you say, "Oh, that guy sucks Hasbro dick," like you're making it that he like makes himself subservient to Hasbro. That's the phrase. That's the layman term. That's what it's supposed to mean. It's insulting, yes, but it's not literally saying you are a homosexual, and I find that displeasing.
That prefer the company of other men and would like to get their dick sucked by another man or suck another man's dick.
This is what we're talking about right now?
Oh my goodness. How is calling you gay by nature like homophobic? Like, I mean, I guess if he's framing it in the negative, one could make that argument. So doggone stupid. I'm losing brain cells.
So for you to use it like that,
for
you to use it in that way to try to disparage me or to try to take a shot at me, that is
homophobic. Joke, bro.
That is
homophobic. And listen, as a heterosexual man, I feel like that type of shit is the most disrespectful.
Yes, I agree. If you're gay, you're homophobic.
thing you could say to a heterosexual man. I think that
Okay.
shit is way out of bounds. I think it's way beyond
Wait, hold on. I need to back up. What did he just say?
say to a
Let's try it again. A little bit further back. Sorry.
that is homophobic. And,
Homophobic.
and listen, as a heterosexual man, I feel like that type of shit is the most disrespectful thing you could say to a heterosexual man.
Calling you gay is the most disrespectful thing you can say. Did this dude not survive high school? Like, I'm pretty sure we're about the same age. Like, wouldn't that be Boog being homophobic? It's disrespectful that you call me gay. Like, what? I am lost. I need a map at this point.
I think that shit is way out of bounds. I think it's way beyond.
Okay.
I think it's way beyond even fighting words. People get killed for a lot less than that. I think
You know where I'm
that
at, bud.
Well, yeah, people get killed for a lot less than that over a lot of dumb things. There was a dude who got killed over freaking chicken years ago, like some form of fried chicken. Dude got shot over it. So yeah, but that's not really much of an argument to make here. Well, you insulted me and people have been killed for less. Yeah, people have been killed for less over a lot of things. You can tie your doggone shoes wrong and somebody can kill you for it if they're crazy enough.
I think that shit
No,
was
that's
so.
not-
I think that shit was so out of bounds
Uh-huh.
that again, if Russ wasn't here to navigate this shit right here,
What?
Okay. Well,
Wait, hold on. Okay, so real quick. It's out of bounds to call a straight dude gay. He finds it extremely disrespectful, and he's actually getting worked up over it. Like, dude, people call you gay all doggone day long if you're in any form of social media. I have lunatics calling me all sorts of things, far worse than just calling me gay. But that's what really twists this guy up. So I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to say it like it's actual derogatory towards Boog, because I'm sure he's probably going to listen to this at some point and probably make a passive-aggressive jab at me. In which case, Boog, if you do, use my name and show your teeth. I'm not in the mood for pussy nonsense. I'm not in the mood for pusillanimous garbage. So, Boog, do you struggle with your sexuality? Do you actually struggle with, like, homosexual thoughts or maybe the possibility you might be bi or gay? Because I've met a lot of people that are, like, super ultra mega hateful towards trans people, like, on full exterminate them mode. And once they're removed from those influences and they're talked to, like, you find out later on they're trans. There's a lot of self-hating gay people too. So maybe that's part of this. I don't know. And I'm not saying that to be derogatory. I'm saying that genuinely. I'm starting to wonder if maybe that's part of what this is. Because that level of offense is really strange from an adult man that's actually confident in his sexuality. That's why people say, look, man, I collect action figures of super buff dudes, like in spandex and leotard and whatnot. If somebody says, oh, you're gay for it, I'm like, okay. You think I'm gay because I collect these action figures. There's also a lot of attractive women there, too. It's kind of dumb. I'm not going to get all, that's out of pocket. That's super disrespectful as a straight man. And I'm a Bible thumper. I mean, come on, man. Chill.
What?
Them spiting words is what he's saying. Them spiting words. You don't talk like that.
so,
Is what it is.
once again,
Which is literally what he was getting at, and I forgot to mention it. He's like, oh, if Shardless wasn't here, what are you going to do, Boog? You're not going to do anything. You're not going to swing on Talker, and Talker's not going to swing on you. There's a video, a viral one, a while ago of two dogs, like, really barking and going at each other through the fence, like, Grr! But the minute the fence moves, what? And then they put the fence back in. Grr! That's essentially what this is. Boog, you're not going to do anything to anybody, all right? Because I've ran into so many people who have never been punched in the mouth, and you are absolutely one of them. Absolutely one of them. Okay, Looney Duke, that is uncalled for. I actually unironically hate VeggieTales.
and once again, at the root of this, it's toys. All of that shit that you were saying, all of that shit you was talking, it's bogus. It's not real. But none of that don't have nothing to do with the cost of
I
Giant
thought
Man.
it was funny, but okay.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was funny, especially
Right. I didn't
considering,
think it was
especially
funny
considering,
when you posted my video either.
especially you still talking about reposting a fucking video and you
I
not
think
taking no
it's funny.
accountability for anything
Let's
that you
just talk
said.
about
or
what you
done.
did, not what I did, right?
All right.
So
Let's just talk about one side of the story.
okay. So one thing I do want to make very clear is that jokes like that are taken differently depending on where you're from. I understand that. Like there's depending on where you grow up and how you grow up and everything, jokes like that are taken differently. There's definitely a cultural difference over there.
There can be, but they're both American, aren't they?
I myself I've been in a situation like that before too. So I think there should be a certain level of respect for that. You know what I mean? Like that if you know now at this point.
Lyndon's right. Being gay is a daily. We have a literal rule in Senate that, and I quote, everyone is gay. So the minute, and sometimes the mods, because most of the punishments for rule breaking is you have to do a doodle, like a drawing, whatever. It doesn't have to be super good. But people ask, "Oh, really? So what are you attracted to?" And they'll say, "Oh, I'm straight." Ha! You broke a rule. You have to draw a duck smoking a cigar or something.
I think that shit is not taken funny at all. That's not considered humorous. That it's going to that you're crossing a line when you do that now. You know that for a fact now.
Sorry,
I'm
I'm basically done with YouTube. Like, I'm done. Like, when he called me a bozo, I was like, fuck it, let's do one.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you're done, be done. You can't be Spockter. You can't. I'm leaving YouTube, and then 5 seconds later, anyways, you can't Spockter it, and you certainly can't Miyazaki it. All right, just own it, Talker. Doggone it.
more video.
That you got nothing to
If
lose.
he wouldn't have called me a bozo, he would have never saw me again. Like,
all of that
just blame me, not blame him.
But all of
You
that
talk
over
shit
on-
first, I talk shit more later. It's like that. You don't say my name, I don't say yours.
So that's the history. Even though we already agreed that the history
Yeah,
was
that's
you
the
jumping out the fucking window from the
I
beginning.
was done.
You
You called me a
still
bozo, I
acting like
came
you're a
back, now
fucking
you're
victim.
upset.
You still acting like you the victim though. Even though the
I'm
history
not a
is.
victim, I don't give a fuck.
Well, no, you are actually kind of are though, because you're saying, oh, he called me a bozo. That
So
deserves
what? I don't
retaliation.
care. He called me a bozo, I did a video.
If you don't
If that is true, if the entire reason why Talker did a 10-minute video on this dude is because the dude called him a bozo, that is some fragile masculinity right there. I'm sorry, but it is. And I know there are people I know who like Talker, but come on. That, dude, some of you have seen the nonsense people have said to me. And I don't act like this. Holy crap.
care, then why you did a 10-minute video, lying your ass off, being disrespectful to the point that
You know, there's one way he could have responded that I think, number one, would have been hilarious and valid. If Talker had put on, because ironically his channel icon is a drawn picture of Dark Knight Joker. If he had put on like clown makeup and a wig and just joked around about being called bozo, that would have been hilarious. That would have actually like thrown dirt in Boog's eye. Actual dirt. But instead he just responds by some 10-minute video of goofiness.
you know,
Why do you take the time to call me a bozo?
because you are
one to one, like
by
one
your
was
own
worse than the other.
admission, you are a fucking bozo.
Okay.
Okay, stop
And I
it.
did a funny ass
Name
video
call-
about you.
Look, stop it. That's,
Listen, he said he's clowning. He said he's a clown. He said he's a joker. That's what a bozo is.
Yeah, I said
Well, you see, if you want to fight against society, if they call you a bozo, you have to shake them a little. You have to make a video with Dick and Dick and Dick and Dick. That is chaos. It's about sending a message.
a bozo.
well, look, yeah, I just want the
Look, this
name
is
calling.
the other thing. This is the other thing.
Help anything at all right now.
This is the last thing.
And it's like, and it doesn't work for you. It doesn't work well for you calling him names like that. That shit. Just stop it. Just,
The other thing that I'm like,
God damn.
the other thing that I think is an issue is the dueling sort of like fandoms and shit like that. Like, you know, I be
Oh,
trying to avoid.
I hate.
Dueling fandoms? I wish fandoms would duel more. I would love to throw down with some Star Wars dorks. That'd be great.
That shit so
I
much.
be trying to avoid that type of shit. I think when we get into that, we get into the weeds, and it's an irresponsible use of your power. You definitely wield some power on your side. I definitely wield some power on my side. So to see a bunch of people in the comments of a video that you posted that was so gross and so egregious, egging you on and saying, yeah, fuck Bug, and coming over to my channel and disrespecting me and cursing me out and all of that type of shit, that shit is the literal definition of toxic. It's bad.
Well, whenever I see you again, Jeff, I'll bring the pair of lightsabers and we can have fun.
It's not good in any way, shape, or form. And I think that if you actually had friends in this community,
Ew, Mercer Frey. Ew, gross. No, don't say that.
they would have advised you against that. If I saw Russ post a video like that, I would probably have to fly to California to stop him to take that shit down. In fact, Russ has done videos before where he'll send it
You would fly down to Russ, Shartimus here, and stomp him. Gidget, you know you shouldn't be on that table, sweetheart. But you're a cat, and you've always got to get to where you shouldn't be. So get down. Get on down. Go on. Get. Booger. There you go.
to me and like, yo, you think I'm bugging out with this? And let me see it before he posts it or make edits or whatever the case may be. As his friend, I would never let him jump out the window like you jumped out
Oh, man. SCA it to full power. I don't think I have SCA gear, but hey, we can do it. You want to test my might, Masahiro? Okay.
the window. And it's clear that you
Just make sure you bring your own cup.
don't really have much friends in this community. It's just people that want to see you crash and fucking burn. If
Yeah,
they're in your comments,
Only you
everyone-
guys.
No,
that
yeah.
shit is
You're the only one with friends.
It's sick. It's sick. It's
Yeah,
sick,
yeah.
man. It's sick.
Well,
I wouldn't
you know
set
what,
up my people on my
this shit was
side
fun in
to
the
come at
beginning,
you
but
in
it's
that type
just-
of way,
it's
and I
going
wouldn't
nowhere.
use my power
Bug
irresponsibly.
will shut us.
I will not use my power irresponsibly. Ka-me. Come on.
Fucking mouth for 2 seconds. Like, is there an end to this? Like,
All right, let him.
it's an hour and a half.
All right, look, I'm gonna set a timer right here because I would like Talker to be able to speak a little bit longer. I really would. It's like, okay, it's 2:36 right now.
Say
All
something
right.
substantive.
Say what?
I said say something substantive. Say something that's
Okay,
real. Say
cool.
something that
All right,
is
just
that-
don't. Okay, just
you
don't.
know,
Just say
What have you done this whole time?
it for him, Bug.
Okay, just
Why don't you
don't
just wrap the show up for him?
We don't have to wrap it up right now.
Look,
It's just
tell me where you want this. Tell me where you want this to end. I said what I had to say for the most
I'm
part.
good with it, bro.
Talk a lot.
We
Tell me
can
what you-
listen.
fight. I don't
There
give a
is
shit. Like, I got nothing against you. Never have. Got no beef.
Don't lie to him, Talker. Come on, man. Like, seriously, come on. You know better. You don't sit there and do a 10-minute video of a guy you ain't got no beef with. This is junk man levels of nonsense.
With you. Like, however you want it to end, bro. Like, I'm good with it. Like, dude, we can fight forever. We can be best friends. Like, I don't give a fuck. However you want to do it is how I want to do it.
We will never be best friends. I don't respect you, man. I don't
There you
like
go,
you.
then.
I think
I
you.
guess we're done
trash.
with this conversation then.
All right.
All right, we good?
Well, not really. It's not exactly the way I wanted to end it. I mean, I figured we could talk about the Haslab Giant Man altogether. And
Shark, it's not up to you, dude. It's not up to you. And the truth of the matter is sometimes some people you might like aren't going to get along. And sometimes it's for really stupid reasons, and perhaps you can ignore that. Other times, if your friends are being scumbags, you shouldn't ignore it. You should address it, and if that don't work out, you need to distance yourself from him. Lord.
have no, but that's what I was kind of hoping.
I like it. I do.
You know what
I
I
didn't
mean?
do a video on it, but I like it. I
I
haven't
think it's a
backed it
dope
yet,
offering.
but
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
real.
back it.
Look, like I said, at the end of the day, that was a level of disrespect that I think that is way over the line. And
Okay,
if you're not ready to be like to apologize for that shit, then
I don't apologize.
nope,
I'm not
and
that
that's
guy.
it. And that's it. This was
Okay,
all
that's
for
Wait, so Talker, you admit that it went too far, but you don't apologize? You don't apologize. What type of man doesn't apologize for something he's noted himself as too far? That's scumbag behavior.
We're here for you.
So
Take this long
listen to
break.
this.
But nah, it's not that I even want an apology. I just want
Obviously,
you
you did.
to
You wouldn't ask for one.
Listen. I think he deserves an apology because that
You
bozo
ain't
shit.
getting it.
That bozo shit.
Knock this down on a calendar, guys. Notch it down. I agree with Shartimus. I agree. If you, Talker, have recognized that you think you went too far, then you do owe him an apology. It might hurt your pride a little bit, but you're a full-grown man. You're literally graying on the hair. Own it. Suck it up. You're talking about some dude dick sucking. You can suck up your pride.
I never got an apology for the shit he did, so he ain't getting one for the shit I did.
say no more.
That's not how that works when you're an adult. If Boog never apologized, let that be on his conscience and his head, and he'll answer for it at the end of time. You, Talker, are responsible for your own nonsense.
Okay, listen. All right, look. The bozo thing versus that 10-minute video.
No,
thing.
it's not the bozo thing. It's a repost of my video trying to label me as a racist.
Say no more.
Wait. Okay. Getting that upset over that particular video.
Like, you want to delete your video? I'll delete my video. We can call it good.
Delete what video?
The video you reposted to me.
I honestly don't even know if that video was up because my video was.
What do you want to do? Like, do you want to fight? You want to be friends? What do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do? You want to squash it? You want to keep going? Like, I'm trying with you, dude, but it just ain't going anywhere.
Look, here, can I ask you this? Look. I think there are definitely miscommunication things over here. The way things are being taken a little bit differently. Like some things that Talker says, or a lot of the things that Talker says, he's joking around. But on Boog's side, they're very insulting things that Talker doesn't realize that he's saying when he's saying them. You know, like he thinks he's just joking, but he's making crazy insults while he.
When you make a video, you listen back to it to make sure the audio and editing's okay. Don't give him that wiggle room, Sharp. Come on. He's a grown man.
Thinks he's just joking. Okay. I would like, since you understand that, he doesn't find any of the homosexual jokes to be funny at all whatsoever.
And I do. That's him. That's me.
Okay, but and to be honest with you, dude, the shit is like super outdated because I have viewers that have been on my channel for a long time, like since the first year, that have been watching me still ever since. And some of them are homosexual.
Oh, no, he doesn't, Logan. Heck, he does not. That dude's a scumbag, too. Talker's just, from what I've seen so far, he acts somewhat like him, but he's still a bit above him.
And I would feel terrible about them having to experience hearing somebody say really disrespectful shit about them.
Really, because I have homosexuals that watch my channel that say my shit's funny.
Well,
Who says it like that? I have homosexuals who watch my channel. Well, you know what, Talker? I have homosexuals who watch my channel. They clamor for the next He-Man review.
I'm not trying to get specific. I'm talking just generally how I know most gay people will take your jokes. We could get into specifics, but generally speaking, I don't think most homosexuals are going to find that shit to be funny. Of course, we can find some that will, but for the most
I mean, most of them would probably be confused, honestly.
part, you're insulting a specific group of people by doing that shit. And
You're not insulting a whole bunch of homosexual individuals, since we're going to use the full word, by saying another dude sucks dick. Especially if we're talking about, like, corporations and whatnot. Like, how does that... All right, so I'm sure there are no shortage of homosexuals in my chat right now. So if you think that saying someone sucks dick is a derogatory by sheer nature towards gay people specifically, type 1 in chat, and if you don't, type 2.
Look, whatever you say privately is one thing, but when you're going out publicly saying all that kind of shit, it's a whole different thing, and it opens up the door. To me, this shit's not cool. I'm just hoping that we can come to some kind of agreement at the very least.
Got a lot of 2s. Got definitely a couple 3s too. Fantastic. People did not understand the assignment. Man, there's a lot of gay people in the chat. I'm sorry. There's a lot of homosexuals in the chat.
I just tried to do that.
Tucker, I hope.
Thank you for the 24 cartoons. Doggone it.
You make some kind of effort to win books. Not win.
I didn't even know cartoons she was listening to. I'm sure he's like at university, like, what are these grown men arguing about? This is stupid. This is almost dumber than the Loud House fandom. Let me go make another 5 Loud House videos because I need money. They're all good, so it's all good. You know, it's all good. I like cartoon she stuff. Like, I really like it.
Win, like as if it's something like that you are specifically going to go after forever. But over time, I hope some respect could be earned from Boog by your future actions, and I hope that we have some kind of path for that in the future. Because now that you understand that the homosexual jokes are not funny to him at all, they're only insulting to him, I hope that you would stop doing that.
The homosexual jokes are not funny. A lot of them are.
Will, absolutely will. I'm probably going to stop doing videos altogether.
Or comments. I mean, let's not hang on technicalities of words. I'm saying just overall approaching in general with that kind of behavior. I'm hoping that you knock that shit off. I'm just hoping that you could do that for the sake of.
Sure. I'm basically done with YouTube. Kind of like it's done.
Yeah, you can be done with YouTube, but if you actually have bad behavior, like it doesn't just magically stop at YouTube.
You're not done with YouTube. You're gonna make a collection video in Florida. You're not done.
I mean, that'll just be light.
Sad thing is, Shark's probably right.
Right, like I'm
yeah, it's gonna be light, and then you're gonna do a video after that, reviewing a figure, saying, "Oh, I knew walking in. I thought you fuckers."
That was funny. Okay, that was funny.
We're done with me, but
okay,
I got all this love in the comment section. Huh?
I'm done. I'm done fucking with you, bud. I'm done. I'll never say your name again. I'm done with it.
Talker's gonna be like the Happy Cat alarm clock from Duck Dodgers. You think I go away? I'm still here. Ha ha.
Like I'm good. If you want me to delete the video, I'll delete the fucking video. Am I apologizing? Fuck no, I don't get down like that. But I will delete the video. I'll never say your name again. I just want to get off this fucking podcast, and I'm kind of cool with it. Like, once again, I got nothing against either one of you guys, but come see me in Florida. I'll take you fishing. I know you said we can't be boys. Maybe we can. Who knows? Like, if I see you at Comic-Con, I can buy you a fucking sandwich. Whatever you want, bro. Like, I'm not looking for a fight here. And I'm also not afraid to get into one. So whatever you guys want to do, I'm good with.
Okay, well, this is what I want. I want there to be a mutual respect for each other, and I want this to get de-escalated. He's talking.
I demand satisfaction via combat.
About deleting the video.
I want to watch 2 middle-aged men destroy each other because they're nerds who have never been in fights before.
You think it's fair? You delete the.
We will suit them up in full armor, and the moment they take 2 steps forward, their knees will buckle and break, because God forbid they do any exercise.
Video from Comic-Con, if you didn't delete it already.
I don't think the video from Comic-Con is up.
That video, I think that's a fair enough. I mean, because clearly that's what Talker would like to see out of it. If you guys both delete each of those videos, I think that.
What the heck is that? Because that ain't me. That's something else.
That would be at least a good start in trying to, meet in the middle. There's never these you dipshits with your L's. Get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. It's not like a fucking competition. It's not a boxing match. It's not a boxing.
It should have been
match. It's not about that. It's about trying to build respect for each other. I said trying to build respect, Johnny. Scott Hughes, go fuck yourself.
Talk on it, Scott Hughes.
Just delete it. We good, bud, or what?
I haven't been paying any attention to like his chat that's ongoing on the side, but I see at least there's one thing in common with Shark's chat and mine. When people are typing specific things, there's always that one dude who mistypes. So now we got a dude typing Q in his chat. Fantastic.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think
we
that.
Good or not? What are we doing?
I think he's trying to delete his.
I don't think that video is up because again, all of my videos had going down. I don't think I put that up. I haven't even gotten back to putting up on my
I don't care about that video.
Now, I have been told that the super chats that Shardamus reads off are pretty egregious, so I guess we'll find out.
Delete it or not, bud. Like, I don't want to do a fucking 10-hour podcast about this bullshit. Are we good or not? I don't care either way. Whatever you want to do. I deleted the video. What do you want to do?
Dude, that's a huge step, man. I mean, I really think that's a big move right there, Talker. I appreciate him.
Thanks, bro.
I mean, listen, as far as the video is concerned, on both accounts, really, the damage is already done. Like,
okay, I don't have a time machine.
He can't go back in time.
It is.
Yeah, but you could offer an apology, but you won't. You've made that very clear. You just won't. Not man enough to do it, are you, Talker? Dude, I've had to apologize to some horrible people before because, like, that's my obligation. But not Talker.
What it is. I think that shit was, like, super duper egregious, man. I think.
Okay, so now what do you want to do?
But out of respect, but I think he's trying to look. I think he did that out of respect for you, Boog.
I think that a lot of, especially in the past, like couple months, people that.
To quote Cartoonshi, this is the gayest debate of all time. Watch out, Cartoonshi. You might be insulting the, and I quote, homosexuals. Actually, they might actually be offended by that one. They might actually be offended by this being put to that. Questions for later.
Sympathize with this guy and platform this guy there's been a lot of back and forth, and I think that if an accurate timeline and an honest remembering of the facts were in order in other situations, that it would be a better overall situation for everybody.
Well, unfortunately for you, it's too bad you don't have people like Susie Doodletones and Aaron Tempest in your community, because there would be logs, sir. And 10 years later, they'd somehow know exactly what you're asking for and pull it out.
Involved for the whole community too. So I'm not opposed to doing that in other situations, because again, I feel like my words have been, especially as of late, taken completely out of context, and then based on that inaccuracy, it's been people been forming a lot of opinions and a lot of shit, and I've been getting a lot of, like, hate mail, so to speak. And I think that as wielders of power, that
don't worry, Mally will go back and listen. She is fatherless and does the doodles and the cringe, so she'll come back to it. Also, he talks about wielding power. Do you wield Excalibur, Boog? Do you wield like the sword of power? Do you call upon Grayskull? Now, I make jokes, but there actually is a point. There is a point to saying, if you have a platform, you need to use it responsibly. I get that, but there's better ways to say it, and especially over you getting mad about this dork. Like, if Boog had come in here, shot straight, like, he could stonewall him face-wise, but not show the obvious offense and just, like, water off a duck's back, he probably could have rocked this entire thing, to be completely honest. But he didn't. He came in, you can read everything on his face, and you can see him actively getting worked out to the word. He literally admits, if Sharp wasn't here, I would have done this, I would have done that. Like, talking about how he'd do violence to Talker because Talker said he's a dick sucker. Like, that is some severe insecurity there. Now, there have been plenty of people who have said, like, egregious things about my family that, I'll put it this way, if I ever go to VidCon, I will not leave without a criminal record, but my point still stands, right? There's a difference between that type of egregious nonsense and, I said you suck dick. Oh, I will destroy you. Prepare for my, special beam cannon. I mean, I don't know.
it's probably good that more of these type of discussions happen and shit like that. But I don't think that Talker really wants to take full accountability for some of this shit. But it's all good. Deleting the video.
I already deleted it.
It's a step in the right direction. If my video is still up, then I'll take it down. But I definitely don't think we're gonna be friends though. It's not. I just don't respect you. I don't like.
I peek over and I automatically see Laser Pants. Like, hey, 50th episode of the 3POA podcast this weekend. Doug got it, Ryan.
Well, you guys don't have to like each other right now.
That's fine. But I'm also not gonna.
The latter, Silverfang. I'm sorry.
What I will say is that I'm not gonna attack you. I'm gonna say what's real. I'm gonna be on my podcast tonight, ACBA podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. I'll be giving a little more insight.
Did you just sneak in a plug, bud?
A little bit more. Talking about this a little bit more. But I'm not gonna attack anybody.
Ooh.
I don't want anybody again.
We're not gonna
watch. To attack anybody on my behalf. I'm really just trying to take down the temperature. And that's really why I agreed to this shit, is to just take down the temperature, because I felt like it was getting to a space where, like, it's not good. So
I think it would be good if you guys.
I want you all to know that while we're listening to this, Gidget's actively trying to bite my toes. Thank you, Gidget. Very cool.
Would both take it one step further of neither of you talking shit about each other. And I mean, like, literally, like, whether, like, in every way possible, even if it's like sleight of hand, and you know what I mean? Sometimes we like to get technical, you know what I mean? I don't want to, even if you don't mention their name, but you say something, and put like capital nice, you know what I mean? Like something.
No, man, just tell them to do it. Just freaking do it. Like, if you're going to be that, just do it. Go balls to the wall. Say, you know what? Screw this guy. I don't like him. Here's his name. Here's the problem I have with them. Fight me at the playground.
Like, not dog whistling, not talking shit.
I'm definitely guilty of.
Shark, do you even know what dog whistling is?
Definitely guilty of that. But like I've been saying, like, you're not gonna just be coming at me.
We know you're guilty of that, Boog, so stop being a pussy. Either name names or don't talk about it. God, I hate that mentality. This is a grown man.
10 and 20 times, and I ignore like 7 of those times, and not to think that I'm gonna say something. So you're not gonna defend myself and stand up for myself at all. Like,
I get it. I don't think that. We get it.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think Talker. So you don't really blame him for retaliating after so much time. Right?
You know what? I will say one thing. This is not the dumbest way I've seen people do it. I have seen no shortage of terminally online turbo dorks making entire like 20-page Google Docs because their friend was a big meanie. Like, that's the stuff I'm used to seeing. So this is not that bad. Thank you, Gidget, for using stuff as a scratching post right underneath my feet. Fantastic. Good cat.
Bro, it's all in fun.
You know what it is with me, though? It's just that, like, I'm not trying to, like...
But the thing is that one thing, though, is that we say that it's all in fun, but there's, like, dude, like, there's gay people that literally get murdered just for being gay.
Bro, come on, Star.
No, it has a lot to do with things, man. Like, I hate to say it, but Shart has a point here. Like, there are gay people who are killed for like a lot less stuff, man. You should probably be a little more careful with what you're doing. This debate is a barrage of several missed psychic attacks. Like 3 grown men rolling -20 on their persuasion and charisma checks. I mean, it is true that any game that has charisma as a power is definitely a game for nerds.
Have to do with toys, bro. Come on.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Great,
That's
great question. What does my
Now we're going
so-called
in a circle,
shitty
bro.
studio apartment have to do with the
I
Constitution?
reached my hand out. I asked if you want to go fishing. I asked if you want me to buy you a sandwich. What the fuck do you want?
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no.
Again, a proper apology for, again, I will state, you admitting you went too far. You went too far. You admitted you went too far. Instead of apologizing, well, you literally fold your hand like a child. Well, if you won't apologize, I won't apologize. Come on. Come on. I can tell you didn't grow up in a military household. That don't fly.
I mean, like, look,
Bro, I see a
I'm trying
comment,
to
come on,
show-
buy you a fucking sandwich. Go over to Sin Deli, fucking have a good lunch. Like, what the fuck, bro? You
I'm
can
just
dwell
saying-
on the past or you can move forward.
Okay, you already agreed that you don't want to be joking around like that. I'm just saying that you're saying it's just all in good fun, but when you do it for everybody else to see like that, it opens. There are people that like to hurt gay people for just being gay. That's the thing that
I don't know what that has to do with this, Shark.
is because the video that you just deleted. It had,
Sure, I have friends that are gay. I have black friends, Mexican friends, Asian friends. I don't mean anything by anything.
okay,
Okay, can I go ahead and say this? Just because you have friends of certain persuasions or ethnicities doesn't mean what you're saying isn't egregious. I have a lot of black friends. If I was slinging the N-word left and right like candy, even if they're cool with it, that doesn't mean it's cool, dude. People aren't monoliths.
so look,
Look,
I
a
don't
comedian
wanna-
tells jokes. He just tells jokes. I'm not a comedian, but I'm trying to tell jokes.
Listen, man. When
Well, if you're not a comedian and you're trying to tell jokes, maybe you ought to stick to carpentry. At least you're good at that.
it's a very funny double standard with a lot of this stuff. And again, a lot of the people that support you, they keep dwelling on and hovering on me saying that I told a joke, and it's not okay for me, but it's surely okay
Can't
for
help
you.
what they do, just like you can't help what your viewers
But
do.
it's surely
no,
okay for
that's
you.
not true. That's not true. That's why we're doing this. Is because
Well, I mean, you can within a certain, like, parameter. You can for the best of your ability. Like, I've seen both these gentlemen. I mean, oh, God, that is not the right word. Both these children, I'll use the Venture Brothers quote, these children, I've seen both of their comment sections. You can absolutely tell people to sit down and shut up in your comments. Even mine, sometimes I'm not able to parse through everything. But these two absolutely could. And Lord knows they have the time. One's all but retired, and the other clearly just, like, stays on his phone all doggone day long.
Yeah, that's absolutely not true because
How is that true?
I don't weaponize my following. I don't do that.
I don't tell people to go
Never,
after
never done
me.
that. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen when you put up a video like the one that you put up, personally attacking me and saying all this wild shit?
Okay.
That is riling up.
Here we go with the time
That is
machine.
Bro, you personally attack people pretty regularly. In one of your latest videos that I was past, you take shots at Bobby Vala for existing. Like, I'm sorry that Bobby Vala puts out a quality toy line. I'm not big on military action figures myself. Living on military bases kind of like steals that mystique away, I think, personally. But like, did he kick your dog? Did he break all of your O-ring G.I. Joes? Bobby Vala didn't do dick to you and you sit there and take shots at him. So I don't want to hear nothing of that nonsense from your mouth, Boognice.
riling up your
Here we go.
followers.
With the time
What do you mean? That is
The
the
video was
exact
deleted, bro. Let it
definition
go.
of weaponizing your
Let it
followers.
go.
look. If he's saying he's not going to be doing it anymore, then yeah, we should let it go. Because
We're going to weaponize them. They're going to form the Megazord. We got this, guys.
then what else are we doing now? We're just complaining about something that
I mean,
happened.
listen, man.
But the
I told you how I-
understanding,
I told you how I felt. I'm straight.
Oh, please. I've seen the audiences, like, in general for... I go to conventions for men my age, and I go to toy shows for men my age. Most of them cannot, in fact, lift their body weight. There's no chance of a Megazord amongst all these people. Sadly.
okay, cool. Because to Talker's credit, we are going in circles here. All right, so
Gee, I wonder whose job it would be to make sure the conversation doesn't go in circles. I wonder whose it could be. Perhaps the moderator? I don't know, Shart. Maybe the moderators. Ooh, kitten hunting. Kitties are good. Gidget, get off the table. Perfect timing.
I think we have an understanding. I think we get each other a little bit better now. I have a better understanding of the timeline of what's going on over here.
And just to be clear again, because just clearing up some of these misconceptions, you're not handicapped, right?
Would you stop with that? Like, this is not a word I often use, but that's some ableist nonsense right there. And I know the real reason why he's doing it, allegedly, is that I want to make sure that people who are telling me I'm picking on a handicapped person, I can prove they're wrong. Dude, really? Boog pretends way more than Talker. I'm with the guy that's more straight up, even though they are both wrong in certain ways. Boog takes hypocrisy to a new level. I'm not good with either of them, Ninja. I'm just going to tell you that straight up. Talker's a dishonest clown because he refuses to acknowledge what he actually is and the nonsense he spews. And Boog's a dishonest clown because of the nonsense he spews and the fact that he won't own it either. When you have a grown man like Talker flat out saying, I went too far, and still not wanting to issue an apology because, well, he won't apologize. That's childish behavior. And we should expect better in the people we're around.
I did have a bad wreck, but I don't think I'm handicapped.
All right, I'm not handicapped either. All right.
Okay.
Also, toxic is toxic. Again, I think that a lot of the behavior that you have
I think a lot of behavior both of you are showing. Actually, I'd say to a point all three of them. Like, good Lord.
exhibited is some toxic shit. I don't think that just criticizing Hasbro or criticizing any company for that matter is toxic. I don't believe that. That's another lie that's being perpetrated.
But you do. Because I've seen your videos. And you don't like how certain people criticize it. Well, I'm not saying this criticism in general. It's you only like it when the criticism's as soft as possible. We're adults here. We're literally adults collecting action figures. And there's a phrase that's been thrown around a lot. It's just toy collecting. We should take it too seriously. Let's not kid ourselves. We all take it seriously. Let's not play pretend like none of us do. We do. You know why we do? Because that's our money from our jobs that we work at God knows how long hours that we put into these action figures. They're supposed to bring us enjoyment. And if they don't, then we have a right to talk about them. It's something we personally inject ourselves into, whether it's because we were raised into collecting action figures or they're a representation of what we really like, whatever. All of us take it seriously. So saying we take it too seriously. No, everybody does. Everybody takes it seriously. Look at how... Now, some of them take it seriously in the wrong direction, which I think is what should be discussed. Hey, Tom. Actually, I prefer Thomas, if you're going to address me by my name. Yeah, this would be a form of toxic masculinity, for lack of a better word. Masculinity. We all take it seriously. Some just in the wrong ways. Do these guys have P.O. boxes I could use? Someone in my film class has leftover clown props and I don't feel like... Unfortunately, I don't know. But, like, if you take it too seriously in the sense that you're willing to attack somebody, like a person, over their opinion, that's like a harmless one, that's one thing. That's one thing. But if you're losing your mind because some dude said we're being overcharged, and we are, like Boog here does, that's another thing altogether.
That's not what I said. My words are being totally used.
If you say anything negative at all, then like so basically like you
also my words as far as the toxic comment were in the live chat of the Hasbro stream when they revealed the Giant Man.
Also, I'll warn anybody who goes to the 3POA podcast, every time the word toxic is played, freaking laser pants Ryan uses a soundboard to play part of Britney Spears' Toxic song, and it's stuck in my head, and I hate him for it.
And I said, let the toxicity begin, as people were being toxic, cursing, whatever, saying wild shit, like all of the live chats are.
That's right, Raccoon. I'm Kin, and you're Kinuff. Chat, you're all Kinuff. Can we get a hashtag Kinuff in the chat, please?
It's not just Marvel Legends, it's Star Wars, it's G.I. Joe when they be going nuts at Emily and saying all of this wild shit. That's the toxic shit that I was talking about. I did not direct that to anyone in particular. So for somebody to take that and act like I directed it to them, or I was saying that any criticism of Hasbro was toxic, and again, perpetuating this bullshit like I'm just some Hasbro shill or some shit, like I don't appreciate that shit. And again, that is also weaponizing your following and, oh yeah, fuck Boog, like no. I don't do that. I don't do that with the people that follow me.
Boog goes over to Talker's house. He's just like... faces him in his living room. Talker sits there. You'll find my comment section is fully operational.
On me, I wouldn't do that.
Are you just talking on yourself right now? Because I don't know what this has to do with me.
I don't think
I'm
I think
putting it out there. I'm putting it out there to
dispel
dispel some of the bullshit as of late. I'm just being transparent. That's it.
All right. So
I'm not saying that you had anything necessarily to do with that, but you are loosely associated because it is the people that you hold court with.
okay, but a little bit unfair though, because that's
Hold court with. I demand order in this court.
not stuff that he's deliberately said. That's you're referring to a lot of stuff.
Listen, he used quotes and this and that from those same people that delivered those quotes to him. So come on, let's not play semantics here. Like it is what it is. So whatever.
Is that true? Or,
It's all good. It's all good.
Talker, is that true? So are you sending quotes from what other people post and sending them to
People sent me a bunch of shit, actually. When they heard this shit was coming, I got all kinds of shit.
I'm sure you did.
All right. So look, I think we have there's two things I really want to say here, and one of which is I just want us to say I think we've come to a certain understanding of each other, right? Like we've kind of I think it's just good for both sides to not talk shit about each other. It's just not.
Who do I think would win in a Spartan ring among these three? I think they would all somehow injure each other.
It's just not in anyone's best interest at this point, right?
I'm good with that.
Okay, cool. Whether it's dog whistle shit talk or any kind of shit talk, beating around the bush kind of shit. Even if
Do you know? Oh my God, Shark doesn't know what dog whistle means. Oh my God, he doesn't know what that means. I don't even get up in the knowledge of the politics, and I know what that means. Shark, Stop using words you don't know! And get it, stop chewing on things! That spear for Snowman was very expensive. Get off the table, booger. The one place you know she's not supposed to be, but she's where she always goes.
And if you don't say their name, if you're referencing them in some kind of way, that counts.
Agreed.
Okay, cool.
If
So
I call a
think
motherfucker a
that's
dick
awesome.
sucker, I'm not referring to anybody in specific. I'm just making jokes.
If you call what?
If I say dick sucker, I'm not referring to anybody. I'm just making a joke.
Okay, so it's
Like,
not.
don't take it like it's towards you because I'm just making a joke.
Okay.
If I say dick sucker and you think I'm making fun of you, Bug, then that's the problem right there.
You still you don't.
It depends on how you phrase it. And let's not use weasel phrases here, talker. Like, again, just own what you are and what you do. Hold on, I need to... Gidget, down. Good girl. Booger.
You really just
Because
don't
if I do a video and I make jokes, it's not aimed at anybody. It's just
listen, man. Listen, if you just make a random video and you saying dick sucker throughout the video and I'm not mentioned in any way, shape, or form, then I can't say nothing about that. You
All
made
right,
a
we
2-minute
good.
video mentioning my fucking name. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
are you
we
saying?
already
Yeah,
agreed to not bring up names, bro.
Oh,
We
he's
don't
saying that
have
he
to
still
do
wants to make book. He's saying he still wants to make his homosexual jokes. He's
Yeah,
just
I'm
making
still
it clear
doing
that
jokes.
those
Listen, man.
homosexual.
That's
He's just saying
that's
that those jokes
still
are not going to be about you. That's
That's
all.
your
Are the jokes homosexual or are they about homosexual? See, that's the question you have to ask when you talk about homosexual jokes. Why do they keep using the full word? Just call it gay. He's got to say gay jokes. Oh, no.
prerogative, man. That's
Yeah,
your
so
prerogative.
you'll get to say
I just sat here and agreed to taking down the temperature, and I
Yes.
think that was the goal for this from the
Now-
beginning, and that's what I said.
Now, again, I will say this as you know before we get out of here. If you're a Boog, if you're a fan of Boog and you don't like Talker, you should show Talker some respect for him engaging in this conversation and doing this. If you're a fan of Talkers and you don't like Boog, you should have a certain level of respect for Boog.
I do agree with
Not necessarily. Respect something that's earned. Just because you show up on a stream doesn't mean you're owed respect. Especially if you're just gonna gish gallop and avoid things the whole time.
that. I do agree. Like, I didn't think you would do this, Bug. I thought it was great that you did. I'm not
Oh, I was
sure
advised
if
against it.
res-
I was
resolved much, but
heavily advised against doing this.
I
But
can see why you would be, but I'm glad you did. On my part, I think we're cool. Your part, I don't know, but
Well, look, I think
much
I think,
respect to Bug for
I-
even coming
I
on
think,
here.
look, I think this is a good start. You took down the video, and you didn't even have to pull your arm to do it or anything. It was like you pretty much volunteered to take it down. So that was very cool, and I think that's a good place to start. I don't want to take up a whole bunch more of your time. Okay, you guys have been here for a long time, but I have to ask this one last thing in all seriousness, and this is for me. And if you guys could just give me honest opinions with this question, don't beat around the bush. Just give me your honest opinion, and I want an honest answer from each of you. Don't get mad. I really want to know what you guys think
Get
about
mad.
Haslab Giant Man.
Get mad. Do the masturbation. Get mad. Get mad. Get mad. Get so mad it drives you mad. The Transformers are neat. Not really too concerned with the Marvel Legends stuff.
I am dead serious. Just for a moment, could we just each talk about the Haslab Giant Man? I want us
Absolutely.
to talk about action figures at least once on this live stream before we close out. I will let
Can we just talk about the toy I like? Can we just talk about the toy I like?
Talker go first because Boog, you got more time today.
I'll start the dick sucking.
Oh my god. And nothing has been learned.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I like the price. I like the size. I like the toe articulation. I'm just fucking with you, Shard. I don't give a shit about that. The only thing I would have liked to seen, I was really expecting.
Okay, I will give a hot toy take here. If you have a Spider-Man action figure that doesn't have a pivot on the toes, it's wrong.
A wasp or a yellow jacket, I mean, as a tier. So when they didn't show that and they just did the faceplates to me, they don't. I know some collectors that means a lot to me. I just want the Giant Man. I have the Build-A-Figure Giant Man. I didn't care about the faceplates. I also have the Super Scroll Giant Man. So when they showed that, I can see how that would be attractive to some people. So I'm happy for those people. The only way they could have improved upon it was to throw in a yellow jacket, which I have the old one, but I would like an update on that one.
A 6-inch yellow jacket.
Yes.
But what if people didn't want the Giant Man? They would be just out of the new yellow jacket. Then that would be a big bummer, right?
You always find the negativity in everything I say, Shard.
Lord, Boog does look like he's about to cry. Now I just feel bad.
Yeah.
Then buy the fucking Giant Man.
I would give you opinions, Raziel, if I owned any of those.
So buy the Giant
Go
Man.
on
and
eBay and buy the yellow jacket for fucking $150.
It's actually not. Yeah. Or you could just or sell off the Giant Man and keep the yellow
Yeah.
jacket.
There you go.
There's a solution. I actually did like that they had bonus figures because I wanted those other Haslabs. You know what I mean? So for me, I would have liked to have seen that. That was my only gripe, but I'm not even that mad about it because I know that on Friday they're going to
I have Mayfex, I have Figuarts, I have Mezco, I have Figma. I have a ton of stuff.
announce a bunch of Ant-Man or they're going to announce an Ant-Man, probably a 6.
Giant Man is a member of the Avengers. He is, I think, an alter ego for Ant-Man. He gets big. He grows in big and probably will be used for fetish things, unfortunately.
6-inch Giant Man, right? So they're probably going to announce a 6-inch Giant Man and a Wasp figure. They kind of teased that already, so they're probably going to announce those eventually on Friday. But yeah, that was my only gripe with it too, was that it didn't come with any 6-inch figures. Book.
Can we just appreciate the the nonsense of the sentence, the 6-inch Giant Man? I know he's talking about an action figure of the Giant Man in 6-inch scale, but just can we talk about the 6-inch Giant Man? This sounds counterproductive.
What do you think of the Haslab Giant Man?
I love it. I think it's a fair price. I think it's a great improvement on the Toy Biz figure. So I don't really see much of a issue getting it funded. I'm actually looking up to see where it is right now too.
Oh, it's probably around 44% or something like that.
48.77 as of right this moment. 33 days left. I'm with you on. I think that
Why am I not surprised that Mally came in here to spout something about fetishes and run off and go, yes, go, 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 go.
we'll see a bunch of supporting cast of characters leading up to the Haslab wrapping up. So I think that'll get them over the hump. I think at the end of the day, it's probably going to be
Cartoon She. 6 inches of Giant Men sounds pretty homosexual if you ask me. I cannot do a British accent to save my life, but doing the best I can.
maybe
And you're right. It does sound homosexual.
just below 20,000. I think everybody will get off the fence soon and make a purchase, but I'm definitely copping. I'll probably cop too. I think it's a great topper for the Avengers 60th anniversary program. So I think it's good. I don't know. I think the fact that it's not a lot to complain about is going to get them a win this time. It's not too much.
So when we measure Giant Man, do we start at the top of the head or the base?
To complain about really. Yeah, it would have been nice if they actually went all out and given us more, more opportunities to get figures and stuff like that. But we can't please everybody, especially considering how the last thing went. They played it safe. I think they'll get a win, and that'll be that. I would be very surprised if it only got to the 10,000, but I know for certain it'll at least get to 10,000. So
yeah. See, now I think the last tier is the Super Scroll head, right?
Yeah.
What kind of concerns me a little bit is people possibly canceling their extra order, because a lot of people are getting two so that they could have a giant Super Scroll.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's looking like, oh, it looks like we're not gonna hit that mark, I'm worried about people canceling their second order and bringing it down even further.
Is that a big perk for you? That Super Skull head?
For the chat that's wondering about the scale issue, the Giant Man they're talking about is a crowdfund by Hasbro, who's over 2 feet tall, and for some tier unlocks, they think maybe a 6-inch version of him will also be part of it. So, yes, there are Monster High dolls that are currently larger than most Marvel Legends. I'm pretty sure the vintage Thundercat line is taller than Marvel Legends.
It's a pretty good. I think it's a pretty good perk. It actually.
Buy 2 then?
I do want to get 2 of them for the sake of having
the Super,
huh?
And display 2 or sell 1?
No. Keep 2 of them. One with the Super Scroll head and one with the regular head. But
I think some of them are really neat, Dave or Deborah. But maybe another stream will go over them.
I still have the Marvel Universe Super Scroll Giant Man one.
Good point, Dreamer. Good question.
So ideally, it would be awesome if I could get 2.
I think they exist.
Looks like that tier for the Super Scroll
own
Giant Man head isn't going to make it. Then I'm going to be like,
I know this might be surprising, but I don't have a habit of owning dolls.
well, then what the fuck?
Right.
The second one now, I don't have any, so I may cancel the second one and just walk away happy, dropping only $200 plus shipping and tax for just the one Giant Man, and just be cool with that. Because I think $200, I think it's a ridiculously fair price. Not in a
Actually, I think maybe I should get that crowdfunded Giant Man, not because I like the character, but because I need something to fight that doggone 2-foot-tall Irwin Godzilla that sits at the top of the bookshelf, because there's literally nowhere else to put him.
amazing price. I don't feel like I'm getting a deal. I think it's fair, as fair can be. It's just right where it should be worth.
I agree with you on that for sure.
That's one thing we all agree on.
I think that they may try to pull something else out of the hat too. I think there may be one more tier, especially if they start looking like they're in trouble towards that.
They might do that. I would hope that they would do that, and if they did do that, it would have to be a 6-inch.
That's specifically why I don't fund it until the very end for shit like that.
Did you not back it yet? Are you waiting till the very end?
I wait till 2 days before, just because.
You're one of those. Okay. You're one of those.
Year, with
I haven't backed it yet either, so I'm just kind of.
Oh, what? God damn it!
I'm not concerned though.
Fucking shit! Now I hate both of you.
I'm sure there are 7,000 people that are in the same exact boat right now.
Cartoonshi, yes, they are trying to, but now they're talking about the action figures. So the only reason why I'm sitting through this, we only got about 10 minutes of this left, and I guess closer to 5 now. But apparently there's some super chats that were put that are dubious in nature. I would like to go over them. I'm not a fan of Marvel zombie comics. I don't care for stuff like that.
That is just waiting around that they know that they're going to back it and they are pretty confident that it's going to get backed and they just wait. I don't know what it is, why I do that, but I do that too. So it is what it is.
I'm hoping they get stressed and throw in another tier. That's why I'm personally doing it.
Yeah. All right. Before you guys leave, we have super chats over here. I'm not sharing this shit with anybody. All right. Because I'm going to I have the most to lose from doing this fucking shit. So
no, you don't. It's not even on your main channel.
But it looks like Boog is the only one who can talk. Yeah, you did talk the most. However, before this, Talker did talk the most. So there's that. Idiocracy available on DVD.
Wait, did Boog leave over that? Or did he just step away?
Sunny Channel doing a plug. All right. Make sure hopefully I can find one on Blu-ray. Laser Pan saying Idiocracy is also free on the internet.
Trust me, I know. I see it all day long.
And did you know this is all about Idiocracy? I'm sorry. I find that to be hilarious.
I don't know the joke. Is it a joke behind it?
Oh, Sunny, the Sunny Channel. Sunny was in that movie. He was in that movie, Idiocracy. So he's like,
that got. I think that art for this Sunny Channel guy, I think I know that artist.
Seeing himself in like
Oh,
in
okay.
that way. That probably
there
had
he
it.
is.
Well,
He
I
came
probably
back.
brought up Street Human September 11th. Hope you support the Kickstarter. Idiocracy is also free on. If I don't shamelessly plug, I mean, then I'm gonna hate myself forever.
Shark, change the name. Not Street Humans. Call them like the Goons or something. That'd be amazing. You have any idea how many people would back it just because they get to say, I backed the Goons? I'm getting the Goons. Here's my shipment of Goons.
All right. Did you know Idiocracy predicted Crocs? Yes, I saw that TikTok. It was 1 minute clip I saw talking about it. Whose channel is this again? This is my second channel. I talked about it at the beginning of why it's on the second channel. Talker inviting Boog to his oceanfront property in Florida is a low blow. He knows black people can't.
Whoa, what the heck? What? That dude don't look like he's showered in like a month. What is this nonsense? Goofy animal. Always messing things up. Yeah, that's not okay. I mean, there are people who are going to find it funny, sure, but like, what is wrong with this person?
Can't swim.
Sorry about that, Bug.
You know what's kind of crazy is that like the swimming champion at my high school was a black guy.
Yeah.
Just to throw that out there.
That's uncanny.
Yeah. And dude,
You know, since we're talking about racism, I will make a racist joke towards my people because I had that right. Talking to somebody a while ago, and they live in the area of the UK, right? They're like, oh, we have Mexican people where I am, and I just stopped for a second. Those must be really strong swimmers.
I mean, the guy was amazing. He was super fast. Like it was pretty crazy. But Shark, can you please try to be unbiased? Thank you.
I thought you were, Shark. I thought you did a pretty good job.
Thank you, Talker. I mean, I
Well, then you're stupid, Talker.
try my best, but that will never be enough for everybody. But
It never is.
It
Never is.
It never will be. Yeah, but Casual Collector, I appreciate you coming through, and I see you in the comments section, man. So thank you for watching. The Wolfpack, what up? Boog thinks he's holier than thou. Talker thinks he's smarter than he is. So we're right back where we started.
Yeah, more accurately, yeah, that's true. Good Dunning-Kruger examples on screen.
I would agree with all of that.
We are not right back where we started.
Yeah, we are.
Talker should be serving 20 to life in the state pen for calling Ryan and Dan the Asian Barbie twins. I thought the
Well,
Again,
No, that was already handled though. What a stupid thing to say. I know he's trying to make a joke, but like, dude, take a shower instead. You're not good at jokes.
I took it back.
I really think the apology was sincere too. It didn't seem like he was trying to be funny with his apology either. I'm half white too, and my Mexican mom is way more racist than my dad. Oh,
That's probably true. I have met some racist Mexicans. I haven't read the Invincible comics, so I can't give you that.
yeah, that's actually. Oh God, Latinos could be really, really, really bad. Yeah,
The French cartoon, G. The French.
my dad would say racist shit by accident, and my mom could say racist shit more on purpose. Like it, but at the same time.
You know, I don't actually recall my old man ever saying anything really racist. I remember people saying racist things to him. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and real quick side note, real quick Lio story time. All right, so my old man was terrifying when I was young. This is a Vietnam vet, Desert Storm vet. Like, this man had power. He had authority. And unlike Cass Warfox's alleged dad, it wasn't underwater submarines and like the middle of the desert, right? There's a CW-04 bosun, Edward Guerra, the United States Navy, all right? We moved to Florida, and unbeknownst to me, we had a very interesting neighbor across the way. Now, one morning, I wake up early, because there are cartoons early, you know? It's the mid-90s, Fox Kids still existed, I needed to see some cartoons. Matter of fact, I think it was the re-airing of like the Symbiote trilogy for Spider-Man, the animated series that I woke up to watch. And I'm sitting in my room getting ready to go. I was drawing or something. And I hear from my neighbor across the way. Now, I'm going to say a racial slur here, all right? But it's my people's slur, so it's okay. I hear from across the way this thundering voice saying, "Hey, Beaner, get out here. I have a cup of coffee with your name on it." And I looked out that window and I thought to myself, today I'm going to watch a man die. Because nobody ever called my old man something like that, and violence was not the recourse. And my old man comes out that door, and when he shuts it, the house shakes. I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch a murder. They've known each other for decades. They met in Vietnam, and somehow they wound up in the same doggone neighborhood. And I didn't get to watch some old man get murdered in front of my front lawn. Doggone it. And apparently he was tolerant of that nonsense for some reason by him. His name was, ironically enough, Mr. Kin. And Mr. Kin had issues.
Time, I feel like there's kind of there's differences there. Where like in Latin culture, there's more of a commingled history with a lot of different races.
Well, you know what? At least you're not saying it's a Latin thing to want to bang kids like a certain person in Camila Cuevas' crew said.
That doesn't justify it, but it's just different. It's just different. It's just a different experience. Does Boog agree with Dan Larson's 2020 IG posts suggesting Trump voters should be hit in the mouth? MB Boog can host the next poll. Oh, maybe Boog can host the next poll. Dan Larson's 2020 IG post suggesting Trump voters should be hit.
You know, I keep hearing about Dan Larson, Toy Galaxy, now Secret Galaxy. I keep hearing he said some egregious stuff on Instagram, but nobody really shows me any, like, receipts. So, kind of an out-of-pocket thing to ask about.
In the mouth. That's it. I thought, like, Trump voters should get kicked in the face. No, they all deserve to be kicked in the face with the glasses on still.
I know Dan's gotten a lot of
the big
of
boot, huh?
Honestly, oh, say that again.
No, I'm saying I know Dan has gotten a lot of heat over the past couple of years for his political stance, but I respect him for standing his ground because he's been getting a lot of backlash for standing his ground on his political ideology, what he believes. So I give him props for that.
You could say what you want to say. You know what I mean? You could be fuck Trump or fuck Biden, whatever. To be honest with you, for me personally, I would rather leave politics out of toy content. Like, that's my personal preference. Even when I agree with it, brought there, it makes me cringe, and I'm like, damn, I agree with this shit, but not now. I don't want to fucking hear it now.
Yeah,
but okay, Marquis here is gonna bring it all over the place because he wants to be a dickhead about everything. Another person who's clearly never been punched in the mouth.
It's another reason why this live stream is on this channel instead, because I knew we would be talking about some of this shit, and I don't want it on the Sharpness Prime channel because the Sharpness Prime viewers deserve.
Thomas, hopefully this isn't too personal of a question, but did your old man ever give you something from the military, like little stuff and all that? Yes, trauma.
To keep that shit out of their content if that's not what they signed up for. Trouble Bubble is in stock on Hasbro Pulse right now. All right. Chilling for Hasbro.
I was in the middle of drinking something. Come on, Ryan, man.
Laser Pants shilling for Hasbro on my channel. Hey, if this is the place to do it, like, if there's a place to do it. Shark Boog embarrassed himself. I see again. I think
all three of them are embarrassed.
Both of them deserve respect for coming out here and doing this. So I don't think it's an embarrassment for anybody. The fact that they came here man to man and both said at each other, I give you guys both.
Good question, Cartoons. Yeah, wish I had the answer. Probably because he still lives with his mom.
A lot of respect for doing this. Not everybody would do it. There's some serious bitch ass motherfuckers that will avoid a confrontation at all costs. That are just too scared to confront somebody on this shit, and they're both here doing it.
All right. I'm good on the jokes or whatever this is. I'm good. ACBA podcast at night. PPM Standard Time on my channel. That's it. I'm out of here.
Oh, you got to run? Okay. All right, guys. All right, bro. Hey, take care. I'm gonna read.
I was told that Boog left because people were making fun of him, but like that may be true and it may not be true because like maybe he did have something to do. I don't know. I mean, frankly, if I had to sit here and listen to Shark read off Marquis' messages like for the rest of my life, I'd probably find a way to murder everybody because suicide's not the answer. Homicide is.
Through the last of these super chats real quick. Yeah, I mean that's over 2 hours. That's okay. He's got stuff to do. Props to both guys for agreeing to do this. It was a bit of a train wreck, but I had to watch. Not much was resolved, but at least it was entertaining. I mean, we're talking about years here. The expectations of like, both you guys just all of a sudden being like, oh, you know what? You're my new favorite person of all time. That's not gonna fucking happen.
That's not true, Cup Dev. Usually they're in the commentary community.
But I think progress was made in the right direction.
No, it wasn't.
I think progress was made in the right direction. Well, what was the beef about before Talker's video? We went over that in the stream, bro. I choked 3 Mountain Dews and
I went over. He got called a bozo, and Talker lost his mind over it.
Joey, I love you, bro. I love you, Joey. Don't no bad blood with me, bro. I got nothing but love for you. That's good.
Oh heck no, my old man would not have been giving me any military like weaponry. That would be out. That would be it'd be illegal.
Good one, Joe. You got him. You got him. The Nomic Studio says, I really am excited for Street Humans. Hey, thank you. Plug it one more time, bro. It deserves to be pushed. Hey, hopefully it does. You know what I mean? I think it's.
It makes it.
Thank you. I think it's something that I think people would really enjoy in their collection. I've played with the Buck Body a whole lot. It's a really fun figure. Well worth $2 to say congratulations.
I don't know, man. That sounds like it might be homosexual. You're playing with another man's body.
Congratulations, Rob. Congratulations on the move and everything. All right, cool. That was it. So those are all the super chats. Thanks again, Laser Pants, for reminding me to go through all those, to make sure I read all those. I think there was one more. Okay, yeah, that was it. All right, Talker, thank you so much for doing this once again. Just want to make sure I'm all caught up. Didn't miss anything. Okay, cool. So yeah, it looks like we're good right over there. Street Humans is a scam. How dare you? No way. It's not even launched yet, so how could it be? Damn. So anyway, right on. Thank you, Talker.
Go start.
Making it.
I thought it was cool, man. Whatever. It did get a little boring towards the end, but it was fun. I'm glad I did it. And
right
then just stay up, man. Nothing but love for you.
Likewise, man.
I don't want to suck your dick in front of everybody, but I thought you did a great job.
Thanks. I thought you did it. Yeah, you did well yourself. I thought you stayed cool the whole time, and appreciate you. Like taking that video down. And I think moving forward, I think it should be better. And yeah, you're gonna have more content after you get to Florida.
A little bit. Maybe some fishing videos or something.
Yeah,
come on down. You're always welcome.
You're gonna see that you're gonna have a lot of extra time in the day. Being all retired over there, you could be like, oh my god, I have nothing else.
That's
to do.
why
I might as well post the video.
Might as well pack up the toys. I was like, you know what? Maybe I do need a decent toy room out there.
Yeah.
I'll be back. It'll be a while, but I'll be back.
All right. Well,
Thank you, Cartoon Sheet. These two have absolutely exploded each other's bodies. There is no other explanation for this. He can say it. He's gay.
Hopefully the move happens nice and smooth and everything. And
I just signed on the house today, so everything's going in a real good direction.
all right, hey,
Big day.
congratulations, congratulations. All right, man.
Cool. Later, bro.
Take care. We'll talk. All right, thank you all for coming into the stream, and stay tuned on my Shardamus channel. I'll probably have another video on wrestler reviews.
Can you imagine just... Look, I'm not going to pretend like my name's not taken from Transformers. It is, despite how many people think it comes from Thundercats. Lio Convoy is a Transformer name. But why would you name yourself Shartimus Prime? Who does that? Why? And I thought commentary people had goofy freaking names, but then Shartimus Prime's here like, no, it will be I. Jeez. Okay, so that's enough of that nonsense. I'm thinking, though. I want to see ones in the chat if you guys want me to watch the Cake Gate video. Because apparently there's something called Cake Gate that exists. Perpetually. It's Oscar who sent it, I think. Yes. How long is this video?
What if
Okay, it's only 18 minutes. Thank God above. Time to check the chat. Oh God. You'll never guess I'm simply too good. Well, I guess so. Man. He's got something funnier than 24. Okay. I'll wait to see it, but looks like they the ones have it, so. And don't worry, we will get to like the super chats here shortly.
What if I told
I do owe people like super chats all the time. It's actually been pretty good. In fact, let me go ahead and run a speed check. Apparently my internet's actually like God speed. So running a check right now. I guess I just had to unplug the router and replug it back in and change my VPN location. I guess that was what was killing it. So it's checking the download speed, which is 560.7 Mbps, and the upload speed currently, letting it do its little business here. It's almost done. Come on. It's really good, though. Currently, the upload speed is 847.6 Mbps. Yesterday, it was 0.23 Mbps, so I think that's good. I am not the king of the pirates. Do you watch any Transformer stop motion animators? Yes, I actually have, and I really enjoy them. I specifically like the Lazy Eyebrow. He's really good. Like, that's some amazing stuff. And thank you for the super chat for your first time, Tiger Lily. But let's go ahead and take a look, since they have it, at Cake Gate.
told you a woman baked a cake that was so ugly it broke the internet. Kylie Ray Allen is a baker from West Virginia who, with one single TikTok post, went from the quiet life of a local business owner to being dragged in virtual handcuffs to stand trial before TikTok's vicious court of public opinion, and her sentence was death. The death of her bakery's Yelp reviews, that is.
Okay, so real quick, I have a point of criticism. Funko Pops. Moving on.
Kylie's infamous rainbow cake not only sent shockwaves through the online baking community, but it turned thousands of TikTok users into culinary conspiracy theorists who revealed that there may be more layers to this delicious dessert drama than meets the eye.
Are they like an onion or an ogre?
I hate myself. So you can take the blue sprinkle, click off this video, and watch whatever you want to watch, or you can take the red sprinkle. Keep watching this video and see how deep the rabbit hole goes, because today we're talking about Cake Gate.
Today I had one of the worst client experiences I've ever had since opening the storefront. This customer reached out to us via our Facebook page and wanted to order one of our 6-layer signature rainbow cakes.
Okay, I know we're only 10 seconds into the video, but I'm already seeing a little red velvet flag. Did you see it too? Why am I asking that? What is this, Dora the TikTok drama explorer?
I don't think He-Man Origins can do anything Thundercats related because they don't have that license.
If you look at the bowl of blue batter, you can kind of see some brown and red residue along the rim, similar to the aftermath of a midnight Taco Bell excursion. Now for the red, maybe a little bit of
Was that really necessary?
batter from the red bowl touch the blue bowls. That's not a big deal. Let the colors be friends. But what about the mystery brown? Maybe I'm just being too nitpicky. I don't know. Let's just keep watching.
I started doing these even as a home baker, so I've been making them for a really long time. And we have a signature style to them. They always come with the 6 rainbow layers and then the vanilla buttercream and then covered with rainbow sprinkles. She went with an 8-inch cake that serves 18 guests,
It looks good though.
and that is $75.99.
Yeah. Damn! For $75.99, that cake better fix my parents' marriage. But in all seriousness, I very
If it's a rainbow cake, you ain't gonna fix your parents' marriage.
much support small businesses, and I hate when their product pricing is compared to that of
Okay, not gonna lie, I did order a U2s, so we'll see when that comes in.
multi-million-dollar companies that can trim back production costs by buying labor and materials in bulk. But for $75.99, it better be a pretty awesome cake.
So one in the video is actually a 6-inch, and they are $65.99. Upon arrival, she seemed to be really surprised that the cake was covered in sprinkles. We explained to her that all of our signature rainbow cakes are decorated this way and covered in sprinkles. And if you want to say, we just
Well, I mean, if you got a rainbow cake, of course you're gonna put sprinkles on it. Like, I'm not even a baker, and I would do that.
add it to the top of the cake with a layer of vanilla buttercream and black buttercream for writing. She then got super defensive and very rude about the price of the cake.
So that is definitely...
Wait, wouldn't she know what the price of the cake is before ordering it, though? Actually, Ransom, I want to cover that on stream. I really like it.
a unique technique. I mean, that poor cake is fresh out of the oven, and it's already being manhandled like an altar boy. I can't even pay attention to what she's saying.
I really don't like jokes like that.
She just dumped a pile of
And not because I love Catholicism, just so we're clear here.
sprinkles and just started massaging it into the icing. Is she a baker or masseuse? Am I paying extra for the cake because it has reduced muscle tension? I mean, dude, even if her hands are washed, that just looks so messy and unprofessional.
Although this is exactly how we decorate all of our rainbow cakes. She even bashed us and put us on her Facebook page. Also a reminder that we don't individually place each sprinkle onto the cake, so they may look slightly different in pictures.
So her story is that the customer got really upset about the sprinkles on the cake and
I did dib, and I'm going to do it again, too. Actually, no, it's not the Godzilla one. Bully me for it all you want, but I thought the XJ9 Miku one was adorable, so I bought it.
was super rude about the price. Now, whether or not the customer was actually rude,
Yeah, she does
I can
kinda
see
sound
why
like
they're
Eaton,
upset.
or
The
they.
cake
I
is
don't
not
know
a
their
$75
tutors.
quality cake. The crazy thing about this video is just how unself-aware this woman is. Like, she posted this fully
But it is also sped up almost 2 times speed, so.
thinking that everyone would be on her side. That they would
I
see
am
her
proud, Patch.
stroking
Good for you.
sprinkles onto a cake and think, oh my word, let's get this bitch on the Great British Bake Off immediately. What the f***?
Well, I'm not taking any sides here. I'm just looking at it right now.
So this then. But as bad as Kylie makes herself look in this video, the customer's response was the real nail in the coffin. Because the cake wasn't just subpar and slightly overpriced, it looked like this. After Kylie made a public review of the customer...
Wait, is Peaches here? Is she here and did I miss her? How could I have done that? I don't see her. Well, a shame. I think she's too busy resting right now. Okay, so I'm going to be a dick. I could do better. I could do better. And not only could I do better, but this reminds me of one of those Walmart cakes where they literally just kept in the additional text. Well, they go by they, them, thank you. Thank you. But anyways. Especially for $80.
public to bash them for views, the customer came back with photo evidence. It seems to me like our pastry entrepreneur Kylie just slathered a dollop of white icing on top, blindfolded herself, started piping, and forgot how to write in cursive halfway through. The customer, whose username is @afreebird, originally stitched Kylie's video with the images of the actual cake, but then they later took it down saying that they didn't want to ruin Kylie's business and just wanted to put a stop to the whole situation. The customer claims that Kylie was not interested in a truce, however, which is understandable because Kylie's TikTok account only has a little over 20,000 followers, and now all of
Come on, there's no need to insult this person, Dib. Come on.
her baking videos have millions of views, though not very many likes. The customer also shared screenshots of the conversation that she had with Kylie, and oh my god, they're hilarious! This is what all of our standard rainbow cakes look like. I'm not sure where the confusion was. Look at it. That's the problem.
That thing looks like it has a genetic defect. And not a good one. Happy birthday, Trilby? Who names their kid Trilby?
Oh, and I love the final thing she says. Do you think one sour attitude towards my cake will shake my business? Absolutely not. Well, I think after all of this...
Is this that one woman from, like, Kitchen Nightmares? The one that says that she can talk to her cats?
So Kylie could have still recovered from the situation. She could have just made a public apology, issued the customer a refund, accepted the criticism, and moved on. Because a lot of the criticism she was receiving was from professional bakers who were offering her legitimately helpful advice. But she did what most disgraced TikTokers do. She dug her heels in the muck, and she made it worse.
Since you guys just love to talk about me and make viral videos about me, honestly, it's very funny to me. I'm not offended by your guys' comments.
Oh, really? Is that why you turned off the comment section under almost all of your videos?
Because honestly, I mean, look at some of you. It's pointless, your time and effort.
I really wouldn't talk about how other people look if your eyebrows can't agree on what time zone they're in.
Anyway, there's now a viral video going around about how I use other people's work, and that's not true. I host cake decorating classes in my hometown, and I've done this for years, and I use inspiration photos as to what we will be creating during this class. My customers are well aware of this, and it's honestly just so funny. Y'all try to reach so hard.
Yeah, we're gonna see in a minute that when Kylie says inspiration, what she actually means is carbon copy, at least to the best of her abilities.
I have worked extremely hard to get where I am, and just the fact that you guys that have nothing going on with your life and yourself have so much to say about a situation that you don't know the full backstory on. I would, just keep my mouth shut because it's not doing anything.
So
There are so many ways that she could have handled this that wasn't that.
This video got
I wonder if she's related to Boog.
2.2 million views and only 7,068 likes. And with that video, Kylie pretty much
I like the Kung Fu Panda trilogy.
sealed her fate, because after that, with a little bit of detective work and a whole lot of free time, TikTok users began to dig up even more nasty secrets about Kylie.
Oh, hey, there's Kitten. Do what I told you to in the email. Do it. Film it. Put it on live link. Fantastic. Thank you, Asuka. Much appreciated.
Kylie Cake's dessert bar and cafe. As Kylie alluded to in her response video, many users
I would never have a YouTubes of myself made, and I'm pretty sure it would copyright infringe.
have accused her of stealing the ideas and designs of other bakers and passing them off as her own. Specifically, she has a habit of taking images of other bakers' work and putting it up on her official Facebook page to mislead customers into thinking that is the level of quality they can expect. She's
That
since
is
gone back
garbage.
and edited those Facebook posts to make it look like she only ever used those images as examples. In one of her most recent videos, she completely copies another baker's cake, which is themed after Tim Burton's Netflix show Wednesday.
Today we're gonna make a really cute sheet cake. This client ordered a Wednesday cake. You've probably seen this in a round cake before. So we just turned that design into a sheet cake. I'm not sure who the original design of this cake was, but shout out to them. As you can see, I didn't like the black under the Wednesday side, so I changed it to white for the stained glass window. And don't come for me, it's not perfect, but I loved it and the client loved it, so that's all that mattered. Overall, I really love the way this cake turned out, and I think it's really cute. And if you don't like it, please just scroll on.
She vaguely says something about somebody else already doing a similar design, but that she can't remember who. Interestingly, though, I was able to find the original design in under 30 seconds, so either that computer engineering degree is
I love Beast Machines, and I want to apologize for it. No, I haven't seen anything Xenoblade lately. To a guy with it. Okay.
finally paying off, or Kylie just hasn't figured out how to use a search engine yet. The baker who made the original cake goes by the TikTok username @JoeKing91, and looking at the two cakes side by side, I am once again reminded that I have never seen two pretty best friends. It's like a pair of twins if one of the twins was mangled and consumed in the womb by the other stronger twin. But oh dear viewer, the spiraling, branching tunnels of the cake gate rabbit hole go even deeper. TikTok users were able to prove that Miss Kylie charges between $50 to $80 for cakes made out of store-bought cake mix. Users first got suspicious
That's actually more common than people really want to think. Like, genuinely, that is actually pretty common.
when they noticed that in all of Kylie's baking videos, the beginning of the video shows the batter already mixed and ready to go. Then all the TikTok detectives did a little bit of forensic science, and they found the most damning evidence of all. Enhance, 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 back up, back up, back up. Boom, cake mix. So not only do Kylie's cakes look like something a lobotomy patient would throw together post-surgery, but the one feature that could possibly make them worth the price, that they were made from scratch from fresh ingredients, is a complete lie. So now that we've confirmed that Kylie is not only a dirty, dirty liar and a thief, but also just kind of a mean person, the oven mitts are off. Let's laugh at some of these ugly-ass cakes together.
But does she trace?
All right, sweet, sugary, baby Jesus, we are starting off strong. So this is for a cupcake order, and as you can see, Kylie
So there was a fusion dance done wrong on these cakes then.
has slapped a massive disc of fondant on every single one. For those of you with baking experience, or if you're just like me and you watched endless reruns of Cake Wars, Cake Off, and Halloween Bake Off at your Nana's house as a child, you'll know that while fondant is very versatile for decoration, it's not particularly tasty. And yes, if you're wondering, those are supposed to be lightning bolts. Damn it, I've already used my poop joke quota for this video. Oh my god, okay, it looks like little poopy smears. It looks like little poopies on the cake. I'm sorry, I just had to get it out of my system.
Yeah, that does not look like wood grain.
I feel like there is no possible way that a cake this bad did not put a curse on the marriage. Hello, divorce is on the phone. Wake up and break up, people. Look at the heart with the T plus C. It's literally 2 letters. How do you f it up? Okay, so I'm assuming the cake is supposed to represent the part in the movie where the house was falling apart. Great attention to detail with the horribly cracked fondant in the front. I love
Yeah, that's a really good representation of a lot of Hispanic relationships that I've witnessed.
how accurate this
I'm not being racist in that. I'm being, like, real and from what I witnessed in my own family.
is to the film. This is just inexcusable. Look at the heart. Look at the heart. Look at it. That's my heart after the hot girl in my comp-sci class tells me that our star signs are incompatible. I want to
What?
study this woman's brain. I want to investigate the soup slipping around in her dome. Does she legitimately not understand how bad this looks? It's just 2 letters, dude. How? How? Dear God, I know my face is pretty asymmetrical, but she messed up those eyes so bad, she couldn't give it just another shot. So this next cake is one that Kylie proudly posted after all of the backlash, with the song in the background being, "Imagine if I listened to what a hater gotta say." So this is a cake that she stands by. Yep, and that, my friends, is how your skull deforms if your mommy drinks a few too many
I mean, in fairness, if it was a pirate, they wouldn't carry it, or probably too much scurvy. They're probably halfway dead.
bottles of rum. Yo ho ho, it's the fetal alcohol syndrome for me. The bones aren't even lined up. What kind of horrific tragedy ended this pirate's life? Cannon fire? The treasure map looks like a used
I mean, yeah, probably that or, like, dysentery.
Kleenex. X marks the spot where the shot class of unborn children was released. A lot of you might think after watching this video that I and other creators who have made videos on this woman are just being mean and we should leave this poor small business owner alone. I just want to remind you all that this woman threw the first punch, was hateful and hostile to all criticism to the point where she turned off her comment section, refused to make peace with the original customer, lied about using store-bought cake mix, and also has been caught multiple times violating food safety guidelines. But to make sure we're being completely fair, let's make our own version of the infamous Cakegate rainbow cake with store-bought cake mix, just like Kylie. The quality of the audio may be really bad. If so, I'll just dub it in post.
The fitness gram pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic tenacity test.
This is the cost of committing to the bit in this economy. Thanks, Obama. So I really hate wasting food, and I'm only one lonely little person in this place, so I'm gonna make a small version of the cake, which is 3 layers. So we got our store-bought icing, Betty Crocker. We love that slut. And the infamous sprinkles. All right, let's follow the provided
Why did you call Betty Crocker a slut? She's a nice lady.
instructions. Cake mix, water, oil, and eggs in large bowl with mixer or
Watch her being out as like some horrific human being.
medium speed, or beat vigorously by hand. What's a bunt? Best used July 14th, 2024? But that's so far away, I don't want to wait till then. I use tap water, because I'm an American. The chemicals enhance my homosexuality. Which came first, the chicken or the ooh, zooey mama? Don't try this at home, kids. That tastes f***ing disgusting. Why the f*** did I do that? Ah! There might be some left over. That's okay, it's just what God intended. It's okay to not be perfect. The bad man won't come and get you.
What?
That's okay. Stop eating it! This cake is still gonna be big as hell. I don't think I got enough frosting. I just got the one. God damn it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get more
Stop saying
frosting.
that word! Stop eating it! Hold on. This one says green. This one says red. This one says yellow.
Okay.
This one says classic blue.
Well, yeah, it's a classic blue. Duh.
And now we wait. All right, so these little babies are fresh out of Papa's workshop. We're just gonna snuggle this in next to the Spam and prune juice. I wish I was joking. That's all that's in my fridge right now. Ta-da! Now we wait. All right, my beautiful goblins. I've chilled the cakes a little bit, so now we're just gonna cut off the tops and stack them.
Like mutants.
So we have a bit of a problem.
They're a bit
the
big.
containers I baked in are a little bit more slanted than they looked at the store. Crazy how that happens. Oh, I like it though, kind of. It's like a little vase. A little vase, if you will. You got buttercream in between. Don't take that
I
out of
would
context.
never read Homestuck. I value my sanity more than that.
It's... Well, the jury's still out, but I'd say that's good enough for government work. Woo! And now the patented technique. Oh, baby, that's right. All right, well, at long last, I have finally completed the infamous Cake Gate cake. Does it look like shit? Yes. But am I charging $80 for it? No. All right, but I got one more thing. We just passed 100,000 subscribers. It basically happened overnight. I'm still very overwhelmed. I'm not very good about these things, but I just wanted to say thank you guys
4 months ago, you were at 100,000, and now you're at 1.1 million. Good Lord. Congratulations, though.
so much. You're literally changing my life, and you're allowing me to do the type of stuff that I love to do, like, for a living, and y'all are super awesome. Okay, I love you all. Goodbye.
I don't know you, so I cannot say I love you. I will not say I love you. Anywho, now that that's done and my brain is thoroughly melted because cake, let's go ahead and get into all the super chats that have been literally missed because bad internet. Supers. Opening. Okay, so Linky for $2. Is this going to be a funny stream or a sad stream? It was both. Boogie Fan 101. $2. Gotta set this one out. Online test Stinky Re. Hopefully you went back to listen to it. Cup Dev for $2. Hey Lyle, I'm out of the loop. What's going on? These were all from yesterday, so they've all been answered. Colonel Gasmaster, $5. So we have 2 adults being goofy. Why am I not surprised? We were wrong. We had 3. Art Seps for $2. I missed the day of plain turbo dork roasting. We'll get back to it, trust me. Cup Dev for another $2. People who use TikToks as a source are sus as heck. True. Superfast Jellyfish for $2. Just a super chat. Sephirius for $2. What's the weather in Texas today? Yesterday it was clear and hot. Tord Larson Sony Locks for $2. Here for the next toy. Sorry, it's not much. Well, I appreciate it either way. Cup Dev for another $2. Shadowmiss Prime has to be the worst username ever. It's up there. Kyrax Malta, $2. I just became a member to see your art. Thank you. Much appreciated. Rolly the Trolley for $2. Man, just mute him one way or another. Yeah, he really should have. Tord Larson Sony Locks again for $2. This is Chaos. Yes, it was. KHD Cast for $10. Just a super chat. Thank you. Mujitsu Uzumaki for $20. Just a super chat. Thank you. Cup Dev for $2. There is no excuse for racism or homophobia. I agree. Duke Royal for $5. For context, Talker called Dan and the other Asian employee, yeah, read that out, the Asian Barbie twins, leading up to Comic-Con. Unacceptable. Cup Dev for $2. Saying F you to chat will make things better. /sarcasm. True. KHD Cast, $5. Off topic. How did you obtain some of your Thundercat scripts? How much did it cost you? Have a good evening. Okay, so the first 5 Thundercat scripts I got was from, oddly enough, a guy who collects Ghostbusters memorabilia. He got it from another gentleman, and I found out by talking to him that they belong to Stephen Perry, one of the original writers for Thundercats, who unfortunately was murdered about a decade ago. So I have those, and the additional script I bought from somebody who was going to work on Thundercats but didn't get the chance to. And the answer was quite a bit. Linky for $2. Here's hoping this one doesn't crap the bed. It did. Gopal Pop Jammer for $2. Hello, Lyle. I hope your day is going well. It did. Toward Larson Sony Locks for $2. He is alive. Yay, I was. Super Fast Jellyfish for another $5. I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the fact that this guy's username is Shartimus. True. Cup Dev for $2. We need to start a Lio Internet Fund. No, you don't. It's fine now. Randall for $2 for the Lio Internet Fund. Ha ha ha. Cup Dev for another $2. Shartimus better not lag the stream with his dumb. Well, he did. The Real Smash Bandicoot for $2. I always hear the dog whistles. His speech is good. Yeah, she's fine. She's just recovering right now. Cup Dev for $2. As a person with autism, I respect you, Lyle, for that. Well, thank you, person with autism. Linky for $2. I still say Sarah cursed you, Lyle. Probably. The Linden Hour for $5. How much do you want to bet that the Capulets and the Montagues started their feud over Hasbro toys? Or being called a bozo? Raccoon for $2. Hey, Boomer, how are you? Tired. Raccoon for another $5. Use this money, buy this kitty treat. Kitty does whatever she wants. The Real Smash Bandicoot for $2. Junkman! What is this? Mega Man! I am now Gay Man! Fluffy for $5. Just super chat. Fluffy Duck for another $5. This is mad wacky. Yes, it was. Astral Guardian for $5. All right, Lio, hit these men with the Mafuba. They need some time in the jar. I don't know, man. I might forget the seal. Tord Larson, Sony Locks for $2. Grown men acting like children. Correct. The Real Smash Bandicoot for $2. Deserved! Also, is Cartoon She okay with us? He would have voiced it if he wasn't. Raccoon for $2. You collect dolls, Boomer. Just admit it. Actually, do Mezco toys count as dolls? I'm not really sure. Tiger Lily for $2. I also want you to find the One Piece Lio. I will not. Tord Larson Sony Locks, $5 for the next toy to review. Maybe. Ransom, $5. Have you watched RC Dreams of Daikon? It's from the same creator as the Starscream OVA. It's pretty awesome. I actually plan on looking at that in the future very soon on the channel because there's some fan animated projects I do want to take a look at. And they do look good. And then we have Tusky for $5. Let's open it. Just fun fact, Betty Crocker is literally several women in a trench coat. There was no one Betty Crocker. She was never real. Ooh, fancy. Gidget, where are you? What are you clawing into? Okay, so I think we have covered everything. This stream has been going on, and I think we are done for today. So hopefully we can do this again next time with something fun. I appreciate everybody's support, and thank you for coming out tonight. I will see you guys as soon as I can. Everybody have a good evening. Take care.